extra from 5 hours. From a financial standpoint, I'm managing multiple 6, 7-figure portfolios. Making sure that I understand that emotional intelligence is more than just openly laughing or crying at a Disney movie. It takes a lot more. So I want you to know that it took me nearly 15 years of research, education, and specialized training for what I want it to be. Now, I know I have a limited amount of time in this presentation, but there is no limit to what my source has caused me to do. Okay. And I want to make sure that you understand that with the support of a strong team, my team, we are going to help you to reclaim your vitality so you can pursue all forms of wellness, giving you that mobility to step out of your pain and into your power. Thank you.
That was terrific. What did you guys love about that?
You were good. You were really good.
Really good. You nailed it.
Next one.
Really good. What did you really love about the presentation?
And everything is perfectly balanced.
I have some stuff out of that. Yeah.
Really powerful.
I was following you. It was very, I just could just kind of, I walked through the journey with you, the challenge of that and just hearing that how the turning point happened for you. The idea of how you were giving back. So that was even before you said how you were just doing that and making us feel like we could make a difference.
Anyway, yeah.
That was really good, especially stuff with the graphics, but that was different, right?
But it's
I know.
completely different.
I know, because we talked about that, and I saw the shift, and so the journey, the setup, but then you actually brought us to a pathway for solutions, which I just really like.
Yeah, it's beautiful, so powerful.
Right.
Yeah. Your engagement right from the beginning. What's everybody doing in? Like this high energy, like very friendly, bubbly, like, like friendly, very like, hey, we're all friends here. The exercise, short exercise, like, yeah, the neighbor thing. And then just dropping into, can I be vulnerable with you guys? And then just boom, like, woof, brought us right into it. Or the problem.
Terrific. Well done. Good job. Okay. Really well done. One additional one additional piece of coaching I would offer. We talked about, remember we were talking Cruz a little earlier about his motion. So I'm gonna give you one extra technique. Towards the middle, you in the beginning, your energy was optimism and enthusiasm. It seemed a little anxious in the middle. And you may have been, I'm scared of my boots, right? So here's one thing you can do is just channel your energy down and just watch my feet. Okay, you were moving a lot like this, and you were talking along your lines a little bit. Watch this now. Okay, plant your feet and pivot on your heels. Gentlemen, you do not. You can watch. You can't do this. Ladies, you can. Okay, so that way. Okay, so point this way, and point that way. And the same thing, you were talking on your lines a little bit. So when you watch the video, watch your last 30 seconds, because that's what I'm talking about is you were doing it then. And so you were stepping in, planting your feet and speaking, you were stepping in, planting your feet and speaking. You do that a little bit more, I think it looked a little bit like your energy was getting like, where do we go, where do we go? And if you could channel it, I don't want you to lower it, keep it high,
Yeah.
but this is a way to channel it. Okay, so you just pivot, like, what is it, third position ballet or whatever?
Yeah.
Right, you basically pivot on your heels, okay? Right, like, awesome, oh, like, really well.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay. Great job, great job. All right, who's up?
Who's next?
What?
Are we popcorn?
You get to choose since no one's jumping up.
Okay, let's hear from somebody seasoned. Yes, yes. Doctor.
Dr. Muhammad,
Yeah.
all right, you're up. And he wore he got dressed for us
He
today.
did.
Okay. He's ready.
Well, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Easton, Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah,
Right.
Easton, Pennsylvania. Let's welcome to the stage Dr. Rafai.
The last and second. Each of us lost one brain cell. And our brains is what drives our businesses. It's what drives profits. And as a brain doctor, I'm here to talk to you how we can measure our brain performance, how we can sustain it, and how I can help leaders, executives, presidents of companies, business owners maintain their performance, increase their profits, and sustain that through pressure and through stressful times. I'm Dr. Rafai. I'm a psychiatrist and internist that I study the brain and the body. And over the past few years, we've developed innovative technology that can look at the brain activity in real time. That's where we think. That's where we manage our business. That's where we work and perform and are able to sustain our businesses to be profitable. But if your brain is not working at its maximum performance, at its optimum performance, your business is not thrive. And so scientists developed this technology, kernel technology, which is similar to pulse oximetry, and it reads brain activity in real time. Who here has a smartwatch? This is similar to my smartwatch. This is the technology. You see the light? That is the light that actually gets sent through this helmet that fits on the head and measures the oxygen saturation in the brain in real time. That tells us how your brain is functioning and how you're able to maximize performance of your brain. And when your brain functions at its maximum performance, what happens to your business? Who here doesn't want more profit? Raise your hand if you don't want any more profits. Everybody wants more profit. You have to work on that because we want to maximize the performance of our brain. here as a doctor to tell you about the kernel technology. It's a helmet that fits on the head, and you can get an assessment in about 10, 15 minutes that looks at your brain age versus your chronological age, how old you are. And that looks at your brain age. And that technology can actually tells you the performance of your brain. And we know Harvard Business Review has shown that brains that function at maximum capacity can lead to higher profits. We know that as a fact. And so if we are able to maximize and optimize the performance of your brain, we're going to be able to sustain your business, get you more profits, and you're going to be able to have more meaningful life because you're going to be able to live a longer life with your brain not functioning at its maximum capacity. A few weeks ago, I received a phone call from a company executive who was experiencing significant distress. His board was complaining that he wasn't performing at maximum capacity. His board was complaining about reduced profits. He was stressed out. He reached out to me and he wanted to see if he can optimize his brain capacity. He came to my office, we did the kernel testing, and we found out that there were some markers that could be improved, that he could work on his brain capacity. And we implemented a plan, and we started that plan for him. He came back 3 months later. We performed a repeat test, and his brain capacity improved significantly. The next month, his company got improved news about actually their profits were much, much improved, and his board was happy with them. So there is a direct correlation between the brain and the capacity of leaders, executives, business owners. If your brain is functioning at maximum capacity, you're going to be able to sustain what you do. You're going to be able to think through distress. You're going to be able to work and improve your business capacity, improve profits. So I'm here today to present to you this technology that's been around for several years. It is non-invasive. The helmet fits on the head. You sit comfortably and you do the test. And that tells you your brain capacity. And then that shows us also parameters that we can improve, things that we can improve in your health, in your brain. And then we do follow-up testing and we're able to improve your brain capacity. The other aspect of that is actually the fact that this technology, futuristically, is going to be able to help us with marketing. So I would be as a speaker, I would put the helmet, you as the audience, you put the helmet, and I would try to sell you something as I'm trying to do it here. And then that looks at the brain signal between my brain and your brain. And if that matches, there we go. I know that I was able to convey a positive message for you to decide to make the sale. Think about that in the future. What's going to happen in politics? Politicians would talk and then talk to their constituents and ask for their votes. If they're wearing the Colonel helmet and the constituents are wearing the Colonel helmet, they're going to be able to tell how they're going to vote. That is the future. It implements also artificial intelligence. So this is the wave of the future. Thank you for listening to me.
All right, well done. What did you love about his presentation?
Excellent.
I love it. Been able to pull concepts into
Yeah.
looking at your brain. That's the best way. Yes. That's neat.
Yeah, I like the mapping, the way you're able to map the brain and identify through the science ways to improve it. And that your company not only is going to that identify, but also provide structure on how to improve. So it's not just, hey, come discover this helmet, but it's let me show you how we're going to use this technology to actually build profit by improving your workforce.
And I like the idea that there was some evidence that you actually did to show that they did work. As an example, I think that was very powerful too. And that the other piece that you were talking about, an example that we could be in the audience and have it on, and we can see that too. I'm like, oh, it's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's real technology. It's probably a few years. Will be as a speaker, you would sit and test the audience. Are they going to like my message? Are they not going to like my message?
Very cool.
So I love how you get your stance, you put on this. You know, you were commanding lots of authority. It's more of a suggestion when you make a connection between brain capacity and profits. What exactly happens? If you go to the
Yes.
like, what are
Good
the
one.
things that happen that will get you the profits? Because I think that part was, no, I mean, I understand.
Not
There's a correlation, like why, you know what I mean?
We've been developing this for the last year, so
Yeah.
so every point is very separate.
Here's something I was, when you were talking, and because I can't explain it, but you know what I might be referring to. When you talk about the different parts of the brain,
Yes.
how the brain operate, I was, because I remember that, taking course of that. I think that might be a part of, you know, somewhere talking about how the brain operates and how the impact of that changes, you know, however device, I can remember devices before, but I think that is very powerful for us, especially for those that may not understand, some people may not, and I can't explain it, but I know that parts of the brain operates slightly different. I think that would be for
So me as the psychiatrist and the scientist want to tell you exactly how it works.
He's holding back a lot. Trust me.
Nobody cares. I ask people, nobody cares.
Don't defend the shot. You know, just put the shirt back, right? Okay.
I do that. But the trust and credibility, I'm not sure I would just kind of walk out and say, well, you got it over my head, but I would do that too.
So this is your most benefit-driven presentation yet. You're getting so much more comfortable making the, because when he first was presenting, he was just explaining what it does. And I'm like, that's not what people are about. So he's tying in the profits, the productivity, the performance, the best you've ever done. And having some statistics is spot on, because from a scientific perspective, now there's more validation to what you're saying, because keep in mind, the audience is never going to trust or believe you, right? This is the first time they're seeing you, understand that they don't trust you and then believe you. So if you have the actual statistics, according to, it proves that improving brain function produces higher productivity, which therefore, regardless of what industry you're in, what business you do, you're going to have better results. Therefore, better results can lead to more money, right? Who here would like to make more money? Well, great. That's what we specialize in doing. We're not just reading your brain, we're optimizing you to perform better so you can create more revenue and so you can create more impact. I want you to add that conceit also. Because it can't just be about money, right? Because there's some people are motivated by money, other people are not, and they're more motivated about making a difference and making an impact. So you want to be able to hit both. Great.
Awesome. Well done. One last bit of coaching I might offer is, I know in the beginning you want to make a real impact and you want to make a statement that in this 10 seconds you lost the brain cell, right? When you walked up, I took it as more slow and tired than serious. You're about to make a serious point.
Yes.
So just a little bit of craftsmanship. You might button your, just for that, just for this piece.
Okay.
And walk, when you walk in, instead of walking, you're a little bit kind of walking slow and side to side. And I would walk up like, In that 10 seconds, you just lost a brain cell. And then I would unbutton my jacket and then do the rest of the thing.
Yeah.
So just off the contrast
Yes.
between the two. Okay, cool. Awesome. Like really well done. I think we're ready. Excellent presentation. Good job. Okay. All right. Bring your phone and come on back. Who's up?
Who's next? I can go. I'm not ready, so I'm gonna go.
Oh, you're born ready. Sir. You're born ready. Sure. All right. Here we go. Good. All right.
What do you mean you're not ready? You were just on a big stage in Las Vegas.
I'm changing my goods. You want to Yeah, great, actually. I can speak in front of people, I just didn't know what I'm talking about.
Well, again, we're listening on Vegas.
It's only that I can practice.
Thanks for allowing me because
It's okay. We won't be enough. Yeah, they call it some guys that hold it natural. Paul, Hollings. Yeah, that's it. Hollings. I'm ready. Not Hollings.
Okay. All right, everybody. He's feeling a little nervous.
So nervous.
He's a little worried that he's not going to be doing that. He's reverse on we gotta give him some love.
There you go.
All right,
There we go.
let's welcome to the stage, Mr. Matt Holiday.
I want everyone to stand up for a sec. Come on. We're gonna shake hands for a sec. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to say anything, but we're gonna say it. Okay, next thing. We're gonna give out a little treat. We need some sugar. You know what? That's right. Afternoon. And if you don't want it, that's okay. Just I want you to do something once that's a second. Come on. We should carve it.
Way back there. Yeah.
Great. No. Great. Okay, awesome. Okay, let's get lunch up.
Look at that.
Okay, eat it, munch it while we're sitting here, but while you're eating on it and shake it up and you can sit back down, I want you to remember, you can sit back down. You should sit back. There you go. I want you to imagine, go back to why you started your business. Okay? While you're eating this delicious, savory thing, remember that feeling of why you started the business. It's supposed to be enjoyable. It's supposed to be full of freedom, full of fun. It's going to give you this life that you can enjoy more moments, more vacations. So how is that working out for everybody? Everybody exactly where they want to be in their business? No?
No.
No? Okay. Well, we're going to go through some reasons why that could be. I'm going to tie in a little bit of data into this too, because everybody loves talking about data, right? So, first question is, who knows their revenue from last year? We switch gears. Who knows their revenue from last year? You don't? Okay. It's a rough start. Okay. Who knows what their close rate is? Who knows what a close rate is?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Who knows how much it costs you to get one customer over this past year? How much does it cost? Okay. All right. Who knows how many leads did you put? How many leads did you get like last month? You guys do that? No? Okay. How many of those leads did you close last month? Okay. All of this information is hold on. Remember, imagine I'm pausing. Okay, that's right. Good news. Good news. You are not the only ones. In 2021, Insight Sales, which is now SANT, did a study on almost 6 million companies. And they looked at over 6 million leads over 400 companies, sorry. And looking at all those leads, when a lead came in, it took 1 week on average. Sorry, I can say this. When leads came in, on average, when leads came in, it took an average of 1 week. Let's say this. Hold on, sorry. 400 companies. All right, 57% of those leads were not reached out to until a week later. A week later, okay? What do you think that did to their revenue? You think like, what? No, yeah. What are they leaving on the table right there, right? And we're talking big companies too. Now, my background is working for really big enterprise companies, and you think they just have it all together, right? Like there's a brand and well put together. That is not the case. Okay, bigger problems for bigger companies. So if that's the case, and you've got a smaller company, sometimes it is smaller problems that you end up fixing, and they're just little tweaks that you can end up making to grow your revenue. So what would it look like if you could actually 2x your profit and put that profit in your pocket? How would that make you feel? Feel good?
Yeah.
Would you like to buy some more Mambas with that? Go on vacation? Actually have that feeling while you started that company? Okay, so we can do a little exercise for a moment. This will be the simplest one you'll ever do. Well, imagine a revenue number that you would like to hit this year. Okay. Now I want you to, let's say that you were one of those people that didn't reach that 50%. So now we're gonna imagine you reached that all this, and you were able to double that revenue. And how does that feel?
Great.
Okay. That is one little lever in the tweak of your business. And that's just leads, okay? Now, if you were to, let's go back to close rate. You're actually able to close more of your sales. If you take care of more of your customers in a more efficient way. If you were able to invoice them quicker or do X, Y, Z, there's all these little levers along the way that as they add up, will add more profit into your pocket. So, since far, but like really, I'm just trying to put the rest together. So, how much time do we have? We have 3 minutes. Who has heard of the 10x? I'm just throwing it out. Go for it.
What is it you want us to take home from your presentation?
My bottom line that I'm
Finish there, because you've
Okay.
done fine till now.
Okay.
Now just bring it home.
Yes. So going back to the destination and why you started a business, you have an expertise that you focus on, and now all these other things come back. You don't even know all these numbers, or you don't even know the next piece in the puzzle to actually focus on in order to make the changes that you need to. So getting if you are, I'm going to close this really quickly. If you were able to focus on things you could actually love doing day in, day out, and you had a system in place that actually showed you this information, that you could wake up every morning and look at this beautiful one screen that said, hey, here's how many leads came in today. Here's who you need to follow up with. Here's your appointments for the day, and you're able to see how many you closed last month and know, oh, this is the data and information that I need in order to close X amount and X amount and double that. Here's how many customers I need to take care of and delivery, et cetera, et cetera. How would that make you feel to understand the whole business in one little panel every day? Look at, would it make you feel better too? Know the direction where you're going?
Yeah.
Well, that panel and the system in place, having all the right puzzle pieces in place in the mind, will allow you to focus on what you do best. So you are your best version of yourself. You buy more models. And continue to grow your business and scale your business in a way that makes sense for you and for your team. There you go.
Awesome. Well done. All right. Well, so what did you love about his presentation?
Oh, you got Mamba.
I should just skip until 5.5 minutes. Then we start opening the notes. You didn't have to actually. Yes.
No, it's all been better. It's
All right, so let's hear the feedback, because there's a lot you did really well. Let's hear about that, Catherine.
Your ending should have been the beginning.
Yeah.
Because then I understood what it is that you were, what your overall, what your message was, because you stated it, so then I could follow why you were saying the things that you were saying.
yeah.
And then actually the factual part, of course, just getting that clear so we know, what your facts were. I was kind of confused because I didn't know what numbers I was looking at. So it didn't make sense to me. And then the other part about me wanting to, when I read you about revenue, if I knew what you were talking about, then I could have been able to understand why do I need to know what my revenue was last time, or whatever, we asked this question, but your candidate could have been your beginning, and then I can follow everything that we were saying, so.
Yeah.
The nice thing I want to say too, I like the idea that you didn't stop, just kept on going.
Right, right on. What else did you love about his presentation?
You got great charisma and the belief in what you have to offer is all you need. Because you're listening with physical activity, hey, stand up, catch these malbas. And yes, it is my favorite candy, but that's not driving my feedback right now. I'm telling you this because it actually helps to engage us in sensory perception. Now we're up and moving. Now we're doing. Now we're imagining something good while thinking something good. Now we're tuned in to what it is you have to say. I didn't know where we're going to be from, initially, but we were able to eventually tie it back into, hey, I want to give you this dashboard that's going to help you identify how to capture your leads. So you're spending so much time chasing things down, you can make more money by following us and sticking to what you know. You could win the whole thing. I think that where it became more complicated for you was the reliance on the notes. Then writing just that one statistic was not always.
Great feedback. Great feedback. Cruz?
I was gonna say it's very similar. I mean, it's your energy purpose. And I don't think who wouldn't know? I thought that maybe there was something about missing that he needed in this at all. You could get it. I got in my head. Yeah.
And it gives, and what I love that you did was you just went to your notes and you read them. It's okay, right? And play with the audience with that. I was, years ago now, I was at a U2 concert in Madison Square Garden. And as an impromptu song, they sang this older song. And halfway through the song, the singer forgot the words. And the whole rest of the band was going, and he was like, I forgot the words. And the whole audience just started singing the words. And then the guitar player came up and was like, and you could tell he was saying like, and the next verse is la, 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 right? And then he picked back up again. So you can have times when technology fails, or you got your numbers backwards or whatever. Just remember, you already built the relationship. You had a great opening. You built the relationship with the audience. They're in it with you. So just say, I got to go to my notes and read them. There you go. And then you go right back to it. So just play it off as if you expected it to happen. Okay. All right. Great job.
One more thing. So just like I told Sarai about the money, I love the fact that you have an icebreaker with the Mambos and gets everybody's energy up. Love it. But what you want to do is you want to hold your composure and say, who likes candy? Right? Raise your hand if you like candy. Who likes Mambos? All right? Who likes Mambo? Anybody who like, because if you don't make them want it, then it feels like you're pushing it on them. And you lose all your power if they don't have the desire. And remember, you might just be thinking, but it's just candy. No, what you're really doing is you're getting them to want what you have, which when you make your offer, it'll all be tied back to tossing out 100%. This is all NLP. So be very clear. It's like, who likes candy? Raise your hand if you like candy, right? All right, who likes Mambos? All right? Who like a Mambo? You like one? Catch. Who like it? Anybody else? Who's never tried a Mambo? You see what I mean? Because then they're like, me, all right. And now everybody's like little kids having fun. You elevate the energy, but now you get the audience wanting something from you. That desire is what's going to help you when you create your offer at the end. From the second he steps on stage, he's already selling. Does that make sense? The second thing is you said, I work with big companies, large, but what does that mean? You need to say 40 to 100 million, because that changes the perception of the value of the audience. If you say, I've worked with big companies, or you say, I've worked with companies from 50 to 100 million, does it change your perception of value? You see the difference in that tiny little detail. Okay? But you did great. I loved it. It was awesome.
Awesome. Good job. Let's give him a hand one more time.
And you guys are writing down, right? You guys are, all right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, because there's a contest, right? It's gonna be a winner. All right. Can I, do you guys want us, you're gonna go next, Mark? Yeah. You can? Mark is gonna go next. But before we go, okay, there's a little prank I play in my family. It's a long-standing tradition when it's somebody's birthday in our family. I'm one of 10 kids. I sing happy birthday to you. Right? So it's my older brother's birthday today. I'd like to do the choir version.
Yeah.
He's expecting me to do it, like, you know, like me.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if we all, would you guys want to? All right, let's all get in here. Let's get it together. Closer. Well, I'm not gonna call. We're gonna just, so you guys can be right where you're at.
Just an audio.
Just an audio. And now, what I'm gonna say, audio. One video. You should say, hey, brother, start like tight, right? You start like this, really tight, and say, hey, brother, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Happy, and then turn around and walk, because that's even more important, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
We said no.
That's a good idea. Yeah. So we said, everybody, get in, come on.
What's his name?
Ready? Dan. His name is Dan.
Yeah, that helps.
Dan. Okay, yeah, that's important. Lean over here, over here. Go spin it, go spin it.
Okay.
All right.
We're over here. Okay.
Ready? Hold on a second.
So we'll let you start. And
I'll start, and then I'll spin it around and jump.
Jump.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. You know all those songs that I sang earlier in the year? It's just getting ready for the big Dan happy birthday. And I could do a pretty good job of it, but I enlisted some help, okay? So everybody, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dan. Happy birthday to you. That's a good bit. Oh my God, that's a good. Well, no, awesome.
Your brother?
Thanks, I'm just my older brother. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. Good work, team. Wait till they see this.
How old is he this year?
A video version with a surprise. There we go. All right. Now we got Morgan. All right. I'll pick the phone if you want to put the notes. Okay.
Oh, you gotta introduce him. So I gotta.
Yeah, I'm over here. All right. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Wait, actually, I'm gonna sit back down.
Okay. So we don't
Here.
You don't want to. No, do it. One. Oh, I was gonna say. Yes. Sure.
Right back.
Just right back.
Yeah.
And let's welcome to the stage, Marcus.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Marcus Smith. And I have a question for you. How many of you have had a really good idea? You thought about it, you talked about it, you told somebody, I'm gonna do this. Maybe even wrote it down. And then 6 months later, you still hadn't done anything with it. Okay, raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Some of us have had ideas so old, they're bound for Social Security. So here's what I've discovered. Most of us don't have an idea problem. We have an activation problem. We have ideas, we have information, we have talent, we have relationships, we have opportunities. And Lord knows we have enough motivational quotes on social media, but what we really need is activation. Because an idea without action is simply potential waiting for permission. And sometimes the person we're waiting on to give us permission is who? It's us. Funny story. Think about exercise equipment. Have you ever bought some exercise equipment because you were convinced this is it? You order it, Amazon delivered it, you bring the box inside, and weeks later, the box is still sitting. Now, technically, you own exercise equipment, But apparently, your body does not get the benefits by proximity. You can't walk past the box every morning and say, I'm getting healthy. No, because you're not. Eventually, that exercise equipment becomes the most expensive clothes hanger in the house, right? But think about this. Buying it was not the result. Wanting it wasn't the result. Talking about it wasn't the result. The result doesn't begin until you activate it. Our ideas work exactly the same way. Some of us have businesses still sitting in the box. Books in our heads still sitting in the box. Career goals still sitting in the box. Community projects still sitting in the box. Dreams waiting on you to open that box. Now, what's still sitting in your box? Hold on to that thought. We'll come back to that a little bit later. Because I want to give you 3 things that you can do about it. So here's my story. I know something about activation because when I look at my own journey, much of my life wasn't part of some perfect master plan. I didn't grow up believing one day I'm going to graduate from Georgia Tech and become an engineer. I didn't know that I would spend 30 years serving our country and eventually retire as a lieutenant colonel. I didn't know I would become a business owner and a financial advisor for New York Life. And I certainly didn't grow up thinking one day I'm going to run for a political office and serve my community as an elected official. But looking backward, I can see something I couldn't always see moving forward. One decision created another opportunity. One opportunity created another relationship. One relationship opened other doors. And one act of service led to another. I didn't have the entire journey figured out. I just had to take one step. That's when I learned something that has become central to how I approach life and leadership. Action creates clarity. Sometimes you don't think your way into the answer, you move your way into it. So that's why I developed a simple framework built around 3 words. And I want you to remember them. You're going to say these with me. Activate, lead, and impact. First, activate your ideas. Activation means moving from somebody else to do it to why not me? It means taking the big ideas and identifying the next executable action. Not the next 27, the next one, the next thing. Send an email, make a phone call, schedule a meeting, write that first page of that book that you've been holding on to, register the business, ask for the introduction. Have the conversation that you need to have. Because here's where we get stuck. We think, once I have more clarity, I'll take action. But I learned that many times it's exactly opposite. Action creates clarity. You get what I'm putting down? You don't have to know everything to start. You have to know enough to take the next step. Is this making sense? Second, lead with confidence. And leadership doesn't begin with leading everybody else. Leadership begins with leading yourself first. So, keeping the commitment you made to yourself. Making the call you said you were going to make. Showing up when you said you were going to show up. Doing the work when nobody's watching. That's leadership. And leadership isn't a title, it isn't a position. It's not waiting for somebody to put your name on the office door. Leadership is influence combined with responsibility. So you can lead in a boardroom. You can lead in a community. You can lead in your business. You can lead in your neighborhood. You can lead in your family. Sometimes leadership simply starts with one person is willing to stand up and say, here I am, Lord. Send me. And other things I've learned is you don't wait until you're confident to act. Confidence grows because you have acted. You getting this?
Yes.
Then the third step, impact. Because activation isn't just about being busy. And leadership isn't just about being in charge. Eventually, we have to ask, who is better because I was here? What family became stronger? What business survived? What young person discovered opportunity because I engaged? What veteran found a pathway forward? What organization has improved? What problem got solved? That's impact. So that's why these three ideas belong together. Activation creates movement, leadership creates influence, and impact creates results that matter. So what's the cost of waiting? Now, let's go back to that picture I asked you earlier. What's still sitting in your box? Don't say it out loud, just think about it. Now, let me ask you a harder question. What has waiting already cost you? Time, money, opportunity, relationship, influence. Maybe somebody else needed what you were supposed to share. That's the shift. Stop saying, when I'm ready, I'll start. Instead, I'll start and I'll become ready. Stop waiting for confidence. Move and your confidence will grow. Take the next step because action creates clarity. Clarity strengthens confidence, and confidence strengthens leadership. And leadership creates impact. So I'm not trying to sell you anything today, but I am going to challenge you. When you leave here, identify one thing that's still sitting in your box. Not 10, but just one. And within the next 24 hours, activate. Make that call, send that email, schedule that meeting, write that first page of that book. Ask the question, take that first step, and then see what happens next. Now, some of you may be thinking, Marcus, I get it. But how do I actually put this into practice? Good. That's the question I want you to ask. Because I create something to help you. It's completely free. It's a short video training where I'll teach you how to turn your ideas into action and results. How to lead with even more confidence and create meaningful impact in your life, organization, and the communities where you live. I call it Activate, Lead, Impact. All right, sorry, everybody, grab your phones, get your phones up. Now open your browser and go to my360sites.net/Marcus for impact. And that's Marcus the number for impact. And when it loads, click contact at the top and then send a text. Send me your full name and your best email address, and I'll see you the free video training. Because I don't want you to leave today simply motivated. Motivation, it feels good. I want you to leave activated because activation produces results. So when you leave today, take that idea out the box, activate your ideas, lead with confidence, and impact your world. And remember, you don't need permission to take the next step. I want you to earn it every day, and together, let's make an impact. I'm Marcus Smith, and I will help you make it happen. Thank you.
All right. What did you love about this presentation?
He just came out with a booming voice. Like I saw Kiki just kind of jump.
Faster, please.
Yeah.
You're right behind him all this time. That voice. That's good.
Really good. It was very good because you did a lot of, hand movement.
Yeah. That also like the funny joke that you gave. Can't remember what it was, but something related to Social Security. Like all that. Yeah.
You're right. It's on. Yeah, that was good.
I really thought that you really knew your information. And I know you were reading it also, but whenever you gave out the information, you felt, like I almost felt like you knew your information. Maybe that was a process, but because when you said it with confidence. You said it like you knew what you were talking about. Yeah, I kept seeing you going up and down with that. So, but I would think eye contact would be helpful.
Yeah, I was reading my notes though, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
For your URL, is your name with a C or a K? I would recommend spelling it out, Marcus with a K, or Marcus with a C. And also, my360sites.net/Marcus. And you didn't have your Marcus360.com, so
I just was including that because I don't think I did the right accurate sign up. It's really hard.
Yeah.
I just was practicing. Oh, you're asking for yourself? I had to talk to Ray and the team. I don't know. I'm excited. So I was just really practicing
Okay.
Because he asked us to, so I don't know, I don't think it's not really accurate.
That's okay. Okay, cool.
I liked how it stayed on topic, like there was no getting around the 3 pillars of your message. And you tied varying examples into that. And being able to talk about what you've done brought the credibility and authority to how your life activated. And then, yeah, we weren't call to actions to show up.
I wrote it down.
All right.
You
I
also
know.
created an open loop. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'll come back to that later, so that kind of keeps the curiosity going for the audience as well. I don't know if you did that.
Yeah, I was one of the 13 or 18, so thank you.
Oh, no, I was gonna say that I'm sorry that I missed a part of your presentation, but when it came in, I was just like, oh, shit. Rushing it was just like, it felt like really strong. And continuously, I sort of got where you were going with the presentation. So I think somebody said, like, staying on topic, definitely. And that makes it easy for people just to get back on track if they get distracted or they come in a little late. So congratulations, appreciate it.
Right.
38% tone and pitch of voice. You can clearly see the difference it makes when somebody is really into it, right? And then body language and facial expressions, right? You did a great job with that. A few things, you did the call to action, which was great. One thing is you don't give the call to action unless you get them to want the call to action. So you didn't get them to want it, you just gave it to them. And sometimes it can feel like you're pushing it upon them, which means you'll generate less leads than more. So make sure to ask them, do they want the benefits? Ask them to raise their hand if they want it before you give it. Little hint there. Another thing that I've really learned in marketing, I don't use the word help because help is a disempowering context. And even though you're going to help them, I know you are, it's people don't want to feel like, oh, I need help. So you're going to support, you're going to empower, you're going to work with, you're going to encourage. So allow me to support you, not help. Okay. And then the last one is when you were presenting, blanked out. You were reading your notes, but you kept like flow. You never broke flow. So I think that was a really good example of how you could still have notes and not like make it feel like you're reading, but he's just checking in. And he did such a good job with that. So that was really good example. Really good.
Yeah, and it's likely that if you had a podium and your notes were up here, it felt a little bit more natural. You'd have been able to make more eye contact.
Right. Cool. So I need a teleprompter here next time.
Confidence model.
Yeah, the clear one up here.
I'll mount it for next time. You got that, right?
All right.
Really big text.
Great job. All right.
Thank you.
That was very good. One additional piece of coaching I would give you is when you came up here, you were yelling.
Yeah.
And then you settled in a little bit. Yeah. So it happens, you get super pumped about the presentation, you're ready to go, and then you're right. So what can help is before presentation, just walk into the next room, do a couple of openings, get the yell out, and then you'll come in a little bit more centered around. Okay, that would be the one. And when you were reading, you kind of went into speaker mode, and then there were a couple times you're like, you get what I'm putting down in the room? And your personality came out. Right, so now, if you're going to use notes, that's cool. Practice your notes with your personality. So you stay in Marcus mode, not speaker mode. Right? Other than that, really well. All right, we're done. Cool. All right. All right, are we all ready?
Yeah.
We all ready. Here we go.
Not ready.
And let's welcome to the stage an A.
With my patient, I'm The timer.
Is this what you would say on stage?
What's that?
Just go, just go.
Okay, you guys should get my other glasses.
Alright.
That'll help do this.
Remember, technology is, don't worry about that.
Ring time.
Come on up and you go.
All right. I realize it's. Before I go any further, by raise of hands, how many of you have ever heard from a doctor or otherwise that something in your life or in your health is not possible to be fixed?
Yeah.
Now, keep your hands up for a second, is you heard, no matter what you heard, you still help. You know, I'm gonna have a really specific one. You put your feet flat on the floor. Your back straight. I want you just to pay attention to your breathing. Not that you've even breathed yet. Just to notice where you're at. Are you breathing through your chest or your chest? Are you breathing through your nose or your mouth? The breath is life. It's the first thing we do before those are born. It's the last thing we do. That's the sheet our address. But in between those two spots, that's something that a lot of us never pay attention to. And we're going to be doing something today that's going to help you. First of all, finding strength in resistant stress. Finding clarity. Finding inner peace in 2 minutes or less. Now, I asked that question about whether or not you've ever had that experience with someone of you. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Nate. You can also call me Aeneas. But at this point, there is no such thing as me. Because we're all the same. And it's my hope that you'll be able to take this and you'll use it every single time your life gets challenging. Every time you are facing something difficult, every time you find yourself nervous. Because we're human. But we're all so much more than that. On March 3rd, 2025, I was told you can't be helped. The medical establishment has told me that I have an inoperable brain tumor. And the way I found out about this was I was teaching at a very high level retreat in Mexico when I lost all sensation of my heart. So if you can just imagine, just put your arm for a second and realize what a blessing that that is. Now imagine you couldn't feel anything at all. So when I got home, at the advice of a friend, because I'm stubborn, and went to after hours of testing, they did an MRI. And that's about elderly neurosurgeon walking in and telling me they like to see in the hall. Your heart rate is moving miles an hour because you don't want to get sent to the principal's office, but this is not school. It is school. It's the life school. But it's serious. Going out, having to show you what a swing, white ball in your head. He asked me, you see this semester? I said, of course. He said, this is the brain tumor. And it's on your brainstem. It's the worst place you could ever have. That's operable. You can't even get to it. But let's just wait for 6 months to do an MRI. And we'll see what we see at that point. Now, like, no. See, for the last 48 years, I've been one of only 2 Americans ordained in an ancient royal system of martial arts, meditation, energy healing, and extrasensory perception that I actually brought to America to help blind people see without their eyes using the force. Full-on Jedi skills. I've been featured on Netflix, Gaia, Amazon Prime. I spoke to crowds of thousands and over 10 million online. And up until March 3rd of 2025, 2017, yeah, when I got that news, I didn't really responsibly never had a with my body. And here I am, now using a walker, going from running barefoot marathons over volcanic mountains in the middle of the night, fighting bare knuckle to knock out good Indian fighting champions. For now, I secure everyone of these.
And I'm here, not because I want you to feel sorry for me. I'm here because of what it looks like, that even in the midst of the worst news you can possibly receive, your body is to find peace. To still be a person who leads with love. Nothing else matters if you don't have that in your life. I've heard it said that nobody told their deathbed ever wishes they had spent full time in the office. And for 27 years, I was a workaholic. 50 to 60-hour work weeks, teaching tens of thousands of people in the prison. Like I said, millions of people online. And I said, it was a great, beautiful experience. I loved every single second of it. But now, my biggest goal is to help people wake up. Get your life sacred. Everybody's empty. We know. You just breathe in more oxygen molecules than there are cells, grains of sand in the entire world without them. Because we are not biological, no matter what you might think, we're biological. This is a true testament that there is a God. The fact that we have 37 trillion cells giving 6 trillion functions every single second about how we. And so, we're going to have to do. I want to give you this experience. It's very simple. We don't work. And all we're going to do is breathe out through your nose and climb through your nose. Okay, everybody do that. Breathe all the way out through your nose and climb through your nose. Now hold it out until you start to feel like you need to breathe in. Then breathe in. Okay, you want to make sure you breathe all the way out. Okay. Now breathe in again. Breathe all the way out through your nose. Hold it. And slowly start to get a little come. And then breathe in. Good. Now we're going to do it third time. Breathe all the way out. Climb your nose. And breathe in. Now, in the precedent studies, we showed with athletes to increase their VO2 max by over 10% in the first week of their doing. How long does that take us? 30 seconds. Now, if you can do this, that's VO2 max, but it also regulates our heart rate. It helps us take oxygen more efficiently in 30 seconds or less. And I have a special gift for all of you. This is something that is from my girlfriend, the donors, and we really want to show this. It's a class like so we went last class. Physically, they're able to teach. Please, all at your own. This is not yet. I'm fine. You go to nature, Z, and Z, 360, alcohol. Z, 360.com. And I will send you out this class that has that exercise and the other ones that I use on a daily basis. After 37 different treatments, my 38 home starts. But I use these really reflectors, it's very good. Now we keep going. We are the days of this. I'll think I can move out and still hear this. And I really want to share with you. Because regardless of how I score, it's so inconsequential. Now your grades. All that matters, and I hope you can hear my words, is being present. telling people you love them, loving everybody around you for no reason other than they are a part of you. They're a part of us all. And we all deserve to feel that love. Be the change in which you see the world. Didn't say think about it, work for it, wish for it. He said be it. Be that love. Because that's what we are. Leah will tell you that you feel.
That phrase reminds me of a lyric in Taylor Swift's song, Chill.
Their confirmation.
Part of my biggest thought of you is knowing you people like Red that have this huge heart. All of you that are here. So, thank you. I'm here to serve my work for spirit, or report to source. Full stop. And you get it. Thank you. I would stand up and make fun of the work.
Right. What did we like the Meneses presentation?
Authentic.
I will put on engagement, reading, how you time to head into your class and what you offer. Absolutely be welcome to see. I love that you know who's your if I would not, that is something.
Right.
And the message in itself is so powerful. And how we be able to retain your power through love, even given this diagnosis, which wants to box you into a space of weakness and hopelessness. And being able to break through that immediately translates to having every part of it. Thank you.
I like to say that I don't want to share much about share from my own background, but as in today minister and listening to like the world, how resourceful our life, and to like I said, and to embrace each other no matter what. And so from my background and my understanding, and I can understand that when we represent what God talks about. Then from a place of understanding what it means about forgiveness, about embracing and so that what the world needs to hear is that we hear your story, to understanding that every breath we take is precious in the eyes, and that you were here on this earth. There's no accident that could be. So.
No, that was really powerful. And I just kept going to the police, like every breath you take, every move you make, like God's watching. That's right. And then even the way it closed out with enjoy the blink, right? Because I did at my grandmother's funeral, I did more about the dash line is really important, right? So that's the life that we get. So it's just
Very, so, thank you for sharing. Yeah, I was kind of speechless, but this is really powerful. I really felt it, and it's just like really activated the importance of gratitude for me. Like how many times we take things for granted, right? Every day, just the fact that we wake up, right? Hashtag ready. Yeah, so thank you for reminding me.
Well done. All right, who's up next? There's a certain number. Two people,
Where you going?
you want to flip a coin here? What do you got?
Yeah, we should flip a coin.
No, somebody else.
Andy, okay, I have to calm down so you can go.
I'll be down, then I'll do that.
All right. So Dr. Calm. You record it?
Can I get the mic?
You won't need it. Oh, you can, I was gonna say you won't need it. The audio is gonna come out good.
Yes.
It's my.
Because I'm not gonna be able to say better by cell phone number, but it's a way I make it beautiful.
Yeah. And they can already do, once you see the dashboard, you click on community, and everybody will be in there, but if anybody you need, I'll connect you guys.
Yes.
That's it. That's it. Good. Just put your camera, they don't need to do anything.
Oh, God, I hate my phone too. I don't have notes now. What do I do? I gave the speaker, the trainer, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Dr. Collins.
Oh, man. That's an amazing presentation than before. I don't know if I can compete with this, so I'll do my best, okay? Now, I've been sitting there all this time, and I was watching all the people present, so now I'm getting stressed out. Can I do well? Can I perform? Is there anyone here who can now come now? Anyone?
Maybe
You-
Dr. Kong.
Anyone? All right. So why don't we, I know we have been very busy all morning. We have ready for presentation. It's stress problem. Now let me calm down myself and let us all calm down. Yep. How about that? Yeah?
I like the picture.
Just 1 minute. Make a huge difference. As long as just relax. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Slow. Release. Again, one more time. Continue. Slowly. As you are doing this, as your breath is slowing down, automatically your mind slows down. Control your thoughts. To reduce the stress, feel better, feel calm. And you can do this anytime. 1 minute, 2 minutes, that's it. You need. Come back to the present moment. And achieve this. Clarity comes to what the problem with your dreams. All right, so now, time to wake up. Everyone, you want to go to sleep? So,
Many of you know me as Dr. Calm, but does anyone know why I am Dr. Calm? How did I become Dr. Calm? Where did it come from? Anyone? No one? All in the audience. Okay. All right. So I'm a physician by practice. I've been practicing for 20 years now. I do internal medicine, but I'm not just like a traditional doctor as what I'm feeling now, right? I add functional medicine, the root cause, how you figure that out, integrative, holistic medicine, stress management, all this. And I say, what will that into and practice? We have people. So it doesn't matter what your problem is. How many of you have health issues? Any health issue? Yes. Anyone? Only one person? Two? Hey, I know at least half of the people here are online. Right? We all. How many are stressed for one reason or another? Yeah, almost everyone, right? So I figured out 18 years ago, soon as women 19, when I was in deep distress and everything was falling apart, I was in the midst of this chaos, at the doorstep of failure. Didn't know what to do, reading books, doing this, doing that, no answers. Accidentally, I stumbled upon second principles. Around instantaneous calm. But none of the circumstances around it changed. How am I feeling peaceful? Is it even possible? It's possible. I experienced it. And a few moments later, I started feeling joyful. So it must be crazy. I'm actually crazy. How? Mushroom. What? I wish. I wish. But I think I had a better solution in mushrooms without all this. So those principles and techniques, I realized help me. Your happiness, your peace of mind is just inside you. And you don't need anything in this world to feel better, to feel confident, to feel this, that, nothing. Yeah, it's good to have. I like to drive a Ferrari. I like to have a, home right on the ocean, right? But none of that defines my happiness, who I am, right? And you're like, oh my God, that's it. Not only that, at that time, I felt peaceful and happy, but over the next 3 months, everything changed. Like one miracle after another, one miracle after another. So I happened. And I was like, this success. Again, happiness, whatever they wanted. Just like that. Wow. Then I realized. Everyone was asking me, what did you do? I didn't know what I do. Only a few years later, as I was studying deeper and deeper the subject, I realized that calmness is the catalyst for your success and happiness. If you got that, you got it. How many bucks? Cruz?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone wants it, right? Now, here's what I can say as a testament of so many challenges that I went through in my life. It's just that was the first big challenge. But after that, I went through so many more. So many more. Throughout these almost 20 years. This is a superpower that helped me succeed, be happy, help other people, flourish in every single, and survive actually sometimes. No, so much going on. And I want to give the superpower to you. Do you want that free superpower gift? Yeah. Okay. Only people who raise their hands get. Oh my goodness. So whoever wants it, text me now. I'm going to give you my personal number. Text me now. I'm going to give you a powerful 3-step system that you could use anytime to build that habit of calmness. And there is only one habit. Listen to me again. Only one habit that you must build if you want everything. Without that, it works. First, you probably already know. Stress is a silent killer. Not just life. People die of stress, heart attack, stroke, cancer, as you know. Being doctors, patients, all of that. But also it kills your performance. And so your progress in your relationships. Wow. If you want all of that to be taken care of, life in balance, this is what you want. How many of you get it, what I'm saying? How many of you are ready to do it? And I'm going to give a system, a 3-2-1 simple system. What I say is, if you just practice 20 minutes a day, you can take away 90% of stress. 20 minutes? Everyone about 20 minutes a day? Yeah? Yeah? If you don't have 20 minutes, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the morning. That's fine too. Everything is there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be with you all today. And thanks for the opportunity to present in front of you. And I'm going to be right there. If you have any questions, please come to me and I'm more than happy to chat with you. Give us the number. Yeah. Oh, so, thanks. Okay, 61 number. That's like 592 6133. 592 6133. And I want you to do is write your name and your email. 619 592 6133. Everyone got it? 619 592 6133. Right now, you have an arrest. Name, email. This is my personal number. So there you go. 619 592 6133. That's it. I'm just testing you how much you are all.
All right. Thank you. All right. What did you love about this presentation? Great job.
It was that he pretended he didn't know what he was doing at first, and then later brought us all into, state of calmness, demonstrating what he had to offer before actually making an offer, and then getting a complete buy-in to it. Like they said, only people that raise their hand are going to get it, which established that FOMO.
Yeah.
To bring everyone into it. So I really enjoyed it.
Terrific. What else did you love about his presentation?
That he knew about this information. He knew about his information, this beta. He knew what to do.
Okay.
And he said this is just one habit, but he talked about the habit. So I think I wanted to hear more about the habit. I know you said you're Texas, but I was kind of curious about what is the habit? And so was the habit that your teachers and parents?
Yes, that's what you're going to get.
That's
I want to give you some curiosity so that you can.
Okay, all right. The what? The what?
Well, I also think.
What is that?
I think
What is a habit? That'd be the habit.
Okay. So share what the habit is, followed up with what the habit is. That's cool. Anything else? What else did you love about it?
he brought in the experience of what he does in his, or part of what he does in his work of the meditation. Because having everybody drop in, but then he picked up the energy right after that too. He didn't like leave it at a low monotone state where, some people could kind of stay in the, that lulled state. It's like, okay, they, did that, and now let's like bring up the energy like immediately.
Cool. Anything else? What else did you like about his presentation?
Super engaging. I've seen you present before. somehow I think this is one of like the best times that I've seen you present. Like it felt like you were like so young for yourself. Yeah. Did you all because of calm then? I was scared of him, so I presented. No, I mean seriously, because I've seen you before.
Yeah.
And it's not that it wasn't bad, but this was just much better.
Yeah, I think all these things that they're teaching, definitely at this level, making sure that I escape all the points in the 8 minutes is definitely helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Terrific though, for sure.
I'm
He's had a good flow.
I like that you were prepared for how you told us all the example. That was it. It's the same. Wow. It was funny. Serious.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I love the way you gave us that energy to give us what we needed at this thing. So for this, you're going to give us more. I like that.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well done. That's what we need. Okay, so this came up for Dr. Collin, and it's also come up for a couple of you as well. So let me give you a little bit of additional coaching on when you engage the audience, especially in the beginning. It's high reward, but it's high risk. How many of you have ever played golf? And nobody responded, right? You're like, oh, well, that didn't go well. Okay. Whenever you engage the audience, you have to make sure that everybody responds in one way, shape, or form. How many of you, by show of hands, have played golf? How many of you, by show of hands, know what golf is? How many of you think golf is just this stupid game where you track a ball around for 4 hours and I can't understand why you would ever play the game of golf? Right, so what I mean? There's the difference. You have to make sure everybody says yes to something. How many of you have kids? How many of you know kids? Been a kid. Okay, cool. So this is for everybody. See what I mean? When you engage the audience, you have to have 100% response. You do not move on until you get everybody to do something. So you notice I said before, so you guys ready? Oh, so some of you are not ready. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Right? So everybody says something. Make sure that, because so here, and Kieran, especially in your position as a trained doctor, people don't have a choice. They have to listen to you. As Dr. Calm, they don't. You have to earn them each time. So I have a business, a vitamin IV therapy clinic in New Jersey. And we have traditional nurses that work there, infusion nurses. Well, they're used to working in a hospital. Well, if they stick you and then you don't like it, too bad.
Yeah.
Right? And I had to tell them, I said, listen, if you put in the IV and they don't like it, they're not coming back.
Yeah.
They don't have to be here. There's a difference between hospitality and a hospital.
Yeah.
Okay? Big difference. And they're like, oh, right? Big difference. So one thing to be aware of is it's counter your training. Your training is patient comes to you, I diagnose and all that, and they take their word. They might give a second opinion, but there's a belief in their mind that they have to be here. When your doctor calm, you do not. Right? So again, never assume rapport with the audience. Work and make sure that everybody has done something and follow and gives you an answer. And then, because you were working a little harder than you needed to in the beginning, you asked the question, forget exactly what it was, and only 2 people raised their hand, like, oh, what? The rest of you not? Because you didn't have rapport yet.
Yeah.
Right? So what you do is you say, what was your question? How many people?
How many of you have health issues?
How many of you ever have health issues? 2. How many of you know somebody who have health issues?
Yeah.
How many of you just have issues? See what I mean? Now you've got somebody saying something like, yeah, like I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me. Now, if you ask the question and nobody answers, you can say it's okay. I'm a doctor. You know what I mean? See what I mean? And you be playful with them, and they're like, oh, okay. Now they've relaxed into you, you have rapport, and you move on to the next one. Sound good? Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Let's see.
Who's just wonder? I wonder. What you all this about as we spin the room. Oh, okay. Right.
Okay, I don't know how to set this
All
up.
right, I'll take care of that part. You want to do your note thingy?
I'm taking notes, yes. This is brand new. But exciting. Oh no.
You know what the first two letters of notes is? Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage our favorite Dr. Andrea.
I have something for you all to try. And afterwards, I'll tell you what the special ingredient is in this. I guarantee, trust me, by the end of the session today, you will understand what we're talking about. So just put a little on, you can rub it all over your arms, you can rub it on your feet. Yeah, doesn't it feel great? Yeah, I can't wait to tell you that. What if expensive skincare that you're paid to be using every day is actually not giving you the results that you need? And what if it's actually causing damage to your skin? Or what if something in the product that you're using every day, you need to look at a little closer at what it is? And that you haven't given enough attention to what's on the back of the label, right? So if you're like me, you probably spent hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars on skincare over the years, not just in the last week. I know I certainly have, and I would find a beautiful friend luxury skincare. The branding got me, which obviously we know works. That's why we're here for a lot of this is our branding. And those celebrities, the bottles, the endorsements, they get us. But also we think, well, the expense must mean effectiveness, right? If it costs more, it must be better for us. Well, as the detox doctor, I realized that there are a lot of toxins in our products that we're not aware of. Skincare wasn't always a major focus for me. I spent 22 years in the Army, and camouflage was more important to me than collagen. I'm 65 years old now, and I have a confession. I don't feel 65. I feel 26, and I want that vibrant personality that I have to actually show up on my face too. And as time was going on, I was looking in the mirror and going, where did this wrinkle come from? I don't remember being there yesterday. So I started looking into skincare and looking at different other ideas of, getting older isn't fun, but again, what's the alternative, right? We don't want to not be here. But I don't want to go backwards either. I feel that I've earned my rights to be here and speak about health and fitness and things like that. A lot of my friends, they're lovely. They use Botox and fillers and things that it's good for them. It's just not for me as the detox doctor, a doctor of natural medicine. And so I choose differently. And I definitely want a return on investment for the products that I've used. And that's the real problem. I was spending luxury money on what I thought was luxury products, but I wasn't getting the luxury results. I was buying, I was trying, I was hoping, I was guessing, and I know better than that, you know? A lot of us do, but that marketing gets us, and branding, and so, I wanted a better choice for me and my patients. I've always told my patients how important it was and what they put in their bodies, but I really didn't think about what they're putting on their bodies. And I remember one patient of mine, this was maybe 10 years ago. She came in, she was having difficulty getting pregnant. And so, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie House, Dr. House. And so I started going through everything with her, just basically, what do you do first thing in the morning? And oh, she was a nurse and she kept washing her hands all day long. And I finally said, what are you washing your hands with? And she showed it to me, and it had an ingredient in there called triclosan. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's an endocrine disruptor. Now, I'm not saying correlation is causation. I'm not saying that was the reason she couldn't get pregnant, but there were a lot of rats that could not get pregnant when they put them on triclosan. And so certainly there was something to look at. Something else that was really shocking to me. In 2016, they took triclosan out of the antibacterial soap. But guess what? They left it in the toothpaste. Yeah, for another 4 years, it was in Colgate. So you really don't know what you are putting in and on your body. And the drug isn't really to blame. These toxins are everywhere, and they're not your fault. But your health is your responsibility. And I feel as a doctor, it's my responsibility also to help you navigate through all of these toxins and to become aware. And awareness gives us something incredibly powerful. It gives us choice. So I decided to look at my luxury skincare through the doctor's lens, and I decided to turn the bottle around and look what's in it. Why is it there, and is it giving me the results that I really want? That's simple but powerful. Now I'm going to tell you about one ingredient. Where's the here? You got okay? Did everybody try it? Yeah, everybody try it. Good. I mean, like the smell. How's it feel? Right? Well, it has a really fun story to it. Who's ever heard of tiger grass? Raise your hand. Tiger grass? No one? How about Scintilla asiatica? No. Okay. That is and it sounds like a scary name, but it's a botanical name. So just because we don't know what the product is or how to pronounce it, it doesn't mean it's bad for us. So tiger grass or Scintilla asiatica was discovered in Korea, and the Koreans would notice that this was years ago when there was tigers everywhere, and the tigers would roll around in special grass after they were in fights and all scratched up, and the Koreans started noticing it. So they started taking that grass and rubbing it on human bodies, and it was healing them. And then they started using it for skincare and body care, and that's what you're experiencing today. It's the tiger grass or Scintilla asiatica. And it's very different from something like triclosan, because the triclosan, that's not a botanical name, that's a pharmaceutical name. And these tigers, they knew better. They were rolling around in GMO grass that was laboratory made, fake, synthetic. They were rolling around in something natural. that God gave us. And I'm gonna tell you, those tigers look fabulous. And they have better skincare than I have. So I'm also really happy that what I started with as just kind of, I want better skincare, has become a whole business for me. I'm so happy as I'm heading towards 70. I don't want to be hanged up to my clinic anymore. I want to be out traveling and doing something different, but still making an impact on people's lives. And so I feel this is a way that I can do it and also get out there and start a community and helping people. Thank you very much.
Okay, what did you love about her presentation?
The experience of getting everybody to.
Racks, I want some more tiger racks.
Roll around in it.
Yeah, it's like that catnip.
Yeah.
Put it on your feet.
That's right.
Why you're anxious about the presentation, did it so that?
I don't know, you did very well.
Because more you're thinking in your head.
Yeah, right now.
Well, it's a new product for me. I've only used this for a month. And it's amazing, the results already. I feel like I've had work done. You guys didn't tell me ahead of time, but a lot of the wrinkles are disappearing. Normally when I come here, my heels are cracked and bleeding, not anymore. And so I just love the product. And I feel like I can do this and still and just be away from my clinic. I don't have to be stuck in Maui. Yeah, so.
Yeah, now he's rough.
Stuck in now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I can see, right?
I think it's that sounds like it's all.
So I think something important, what you just shared right now,
Yeah.
after your presentation, I would love for you to share in the presentation.
It was probably in there.
Because we just heard authenticity, right? We just heard something that you care about, something that you experienced, and you're passionate to share it with others, which is very different than selling skincare products.
Yeah.
I invite you to consider that your mission is to share something that you've spent years of your life looking for, have personally experienced such an impact, and you've now made it your mission to share with everyone so they can experience the same. Because that is a totally different experience than, oh, how good my skincare product you need to buy,
Right.
opposed to like, wow, I want what she's experienced. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we just felt that right now at the very end, after the
I
presentation.
was thinking like the sandwich and, you know, that, what's that movie where I'll have what she's having?
Yeah.
Correct.
That kind of moment, you know?
Sure, exactly.
Yes.
I remember when you said one of your goals was to not have to be everywhere, like do all the things all the time, right? And in that presentation, I heard an alternative, natural ingredient product that, quite honestly, if you were to try to marinate this, I would sell it. You know, it's a way for you to get it out of your practice, not have to go and sell individually on a retail basis, but really create an empire for women who want to experience the results that we have.
I felt like, I wanted to use a product because I also, more on making feel younger and feel, and you mentioned that you now understand the way how the product will be, but also how you felt. And yes, and you like that. So I think that was a great piece too. And I also like the idea of you saying like, I just wanted to be different. I wanted to find out why. So, and you found the why. So I think that was great. So, I think.
Oh, I see. I missed the one.
All right, great. Well done.
Anyone in Davis? Oh, you can, it's been used, right?
Been used?
Well, everybody used it, but I don't know if you tried it.
I have not tried.
Well, there you go, you get something.
Audience supposed to come back 10 years later next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you guys like this format where everyone gives a presentation and then we share the feedback? For we get feedback from each person. Did you guys, was that helpful to do it that way? Did anyone here learn something about their presentation style by watching somebody else do theirs? Or feedback that came to somebody else that was valuable for you? Is that fun?
Yeah.
So you like the idea of this community? Okay. I know Ray talked to you earlier and yesterday about the entrepreneur speaking community. If you like this sort of format, you like the feedback that you're getting and the training and the education that comes with it, I highly encourage you to consider the speaking community. I think, Andrea, you're part of the speaking community, right? Tommy is as well, and Dr. Rafai. As well. So, if you're considering it, I would encourage you to speak to one of them and find out what it's all about, and how you'll continue to work with me, with Ray, with James Bentley, in various formats, not only these live and in-person meetings, but also on our webinars. And we're also available to you. If you have a question, or you want to you have an opening, or you have a hook, or you're thinking about something, or your call to action, and you want us to have a look at it, we're happy to do that for you as well. Because we're all out there doing it. We're Ray, James, and I all have very robust speaking schedules, and so if we can be of more assistance to you, we'd love to do that. Ray, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I do want to add, for those of you as you're going through the process in your community and you're getting better and you're nailing down your speech and you're getting your promo videos, you're getting all the pieces of the puzzle like Dr. Rafai's been doing and Tanya's working on and Dr. Andrea, you will have the opportunities to get referred to be on different stages. Now, obviously, I'm not going to refer you until you're ready, and I mean having all the pieces of the puzzle, because you got to make us look good, right? But like, I have platforms that would be available for you to speak once you are ready. And Carl and James, we all have connections to stages. So you have that opportunity, that being part of this speaker community, not only you're going to grow, you're going to get better, but you also have access through us to get on more stages. So that's a very, very important benefit that I have to make sure that you're aware of, because just, becoming a better speaker is one thing. Actually being able to get on stage, completely different.
The business of speaking, quite another. So
we need to do a quick round of applause for the winner.
When you're checking dinner,
Correct. So we have our little selfie stick camera that will follow you. So when you're practicing your presentations, you can sit it up, you can walk back and forth and talk as if you were on stage, and it's going to follow you. It's got 2 lights. It's a very, very handy little tool. And whenever you're going to go speak, just like Carl's been recording himself, and we've been doing that for my every speech I ever do, I always record as well. And we'll be able to do the same. So just like we did when we went to lunch, for those of you that weren't there, we each do a round of applause after each person. Whoever gets the largest round of applause is going to be the winner. Okay?
I know it's not you then.
No math necessary.
Okay.
It's just, you know who you felt was the best in your mind, right? But this was more for you, right? As you're rating somebody else, you're like, I love that they did that. I need to do more of that. Or, oh, I saw that they were walking backwards. I'm definitely not going to do that, right? Now it's really for you, okay? So we're going to start in the back of the room by a round of applause. What do you think? Dr. Rafai's speech. Okay. I forgot your name. I'm so sorry. Catherine. You know his name, Catherine. Kiki. Vote for yourself. Marcus. Tanya. Dr. Kong. Dr. Andrea. Cynthia. Adeus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Matt. Okay, I think the top three is Kiki, Marcus, and Dr. Rafai. So we're gonna break it down from the top three, all right? So Dr. Rafai. Kiki.
Yes.
Yeah!
Marcus. All right. All right. Kiki. Marcus. Kiki it is.
Thanks, guys.
Here you go, darling.
Use this like all.
All right, so we're gonna be breaking for lunch in just a minute. I know some of you gotta catch your flights and some of you will be leaving from lunch, but again, try to get into your groups. Zupa's is open, Aubergine is open, Vessel Kitchen's open, everything's now open.
Is there nothing coming back here after lunch?
We're all coming back here, yeah. Well, some people have to